The Bharat, Hindustan, and officially India, is a country in South Asia with having second most population in the world. India is one of the oldest civilization in the world with variety and culture heritage. India also has improved itself since independence. As the seventh largest country in the world, India has stands apart itself. So let's see a history of India. The the history of India is filled with incredible stories of thriving civilizations, religions, and culture. There are various cultures in India, and there are almost 24 languages are spoken. So, despite of having lots of variety in cultures, we have unity in diversity. The India was known as the place of kings, forts, and castles. India was also known as the Golden Bird. We have lots of great places. We have lots of sacred places in India. We Almost each state has its own folk dance, its own festivals. We Indians have lots of festivals. India is a place of festivals. Every Indian live his life fully. So whenever someone talks about great things about their country, people of India always keep saying that we are Indians. The zero was found in India. Zero was found by an Indian. We have various cultures. We have unity in diversity. There are many great and sacred places in India. Yoga is given to the world by India. For almost everything, my friend, for almost everything, we have Jugaad in India. But wait a second. In between all these things, the Indian might have forgotten the issues in India. For today, I'll be focusing on the current major issues in India. That is very important, and we must talk about this. So, what are the issues in India? Corruption, bad education system, illiteracy, basic sanitation, healthcare system, poverty, unemployment, population explosion, pollution, women's safety, and nowadays men's safety also by Me Too case, Me Too law, infrastructure, bad infrastructure, and agriculture distress also. So, the first major issue in India is corruption. It's a massive disease in India. So, corruption means not, not doing his or her job honestly, and it's a very big barrier in any country's development. Like in this picture, we can see that 62% of Indian cops have accepted bribes. There are various reports that is showing that India is corrupted, very much corrupted. Courts 20%, identity documents, police, utilities, schools, hospitals, even faculties are corrupted. They are not doing their job honestly. They are getting paid, but they are not doing as per the salary. So, who is corrupt? Like, we can't say that that man is corrupt, that politician is corrupt, that media is corrupt, that faculty is corrupt, that judiciary is corrupt. We can't say anything. We can't blame on anyone. What we can do, don't be correct. Don't be corrupt, be correct. The second major issue in India is bad education system. So it's a education is education is a fundamental pillar of any country, any system. Without education, there could be only gada majuri. In India, people are saying that there is no vacancy. There is vacancy, there are vacancies, but there are limited vacancies. And what they are looking for, they are looking for a skilled person, and what they require is not being taught in our schools or in colleges. The subject of these schools or colleges are very different from the industrial need. It is very conservative. If you see the system, the education syllabus of India is very conservative. Indian education system, the student even doesn't know why he is carrying this much books, this much load. It is kind of a mix of every subject. They are not focusing on a particular goal. So what could be the reason of bad education system in India? Not up to date syllabus. It is very conservative. They have been teaching the same syllabus that was built in 90s. Then not well trained teachers, yet getting high salary. And I have seen that in government schools, that the teachers, the faculties are getting paid very much high, but they are not focusing on uh, the students. They are just focusing on the syllabus. They just want to finish the syllabus. They don't want to teach the student a good thing. And in my opinion, the very much devastating, very much dangerous thing, very much dangerous rule in education system is 80% criteria. And it is very norm, it is very kind of common in India that the parents always keep saying that बेटा 12वीं पास कर ले, कॉलेज में तो मजे ही है. And that is destructuring the system. So the output of bad education system is illiteracy. It leads very dangerous consequences like enormous population, indiscipline, protests, crises, robberies, and etc. So what are the causes of illiteracy? So it is social culture barriers, the gender discrimination, caste discrimination, economic barriers also, illiterate parents, guardians, and non-availability of educational institutes in rural areas. Bad faculties, because as I said in earlier, they are getting paid but they are not teaching well, so it leads to illiteracy, and it is very harmful, and it has very harmful effects in India. So, and if you see, that was the main and that was the huge reason behind the farmer crisis that happened some months ago. The fourth one is unemployment. In India, unemployment is very big issue, and it is the output of illiteracy. So what causes unemployment? Low level of education, mental issues also, physical health problems, gender discrimination. Everybody if you see parents, every parents wants their children to get first rank in the class, but they are not seeing that these knowledge, these subjects are not being useful in industry. The industry needs something different. Then racism, mobbing, homelessness, these are the causes of these are the reasons of unemployment, and it has very big effect on the development of any country, like mental health issues, physical health issues, lower life expectancies, homelessness. And it is very common in India that berozgar engineer. Poverty, one of India's biggest signs in is poverty, because they are unemployed. The rich are becoming more rich and the poor are becoming more poor. What are the causes of poverty? Limited resources, because the farmers are uh, developing or cultivating crops in a large amount, but the middle persons are not letting them to deliver to the public. They are doing corruption, they are storing them illegally. Then population explosion, because the population is increasing dramatically day by day. So if there is more public, then the job will be, and the job is less, so there will be unemployment, and unemployment leads poverty. Then corruption also. So what we can do: don't give just beggary to poor, give them a solution to reduce poverty too. So whatever I taught up till now, if you have noticed that, you must have noticed that this is making a cycle. The first building block of this cycle is corruption, and corruption leads to bad education system, because the faculties are not doing their job honestly, and bad education system leads to illiteracy, and illiteracy leads to population, unemployment, and unemployment leads to poverty, and if there is poverty, there will be corruption. So this is making a cycle. So if you take out any one of block from this cycle, this whole cycle will break down. So we very much need to break this cycle. So this was the major issues in India. We need to come up with a very positive solution to break this. Thank you so much.